Okay, right. So, very few minutes left in this class. Anyway, let me just give an introduction to this lesson, and then we can carry it forward in the remaining classes. So, in your last year, when you were in the seventh standard, you had one lesson, the role of the state government. Do you all remember this lesson? So, what did you learn about the state government in that lesson? Who can tell me? Who can tell me what they learned about the state government in that lesson? Anybody is able to recollect or no recollection whatsoever? What is it? Come again? About MLA, okay, yes. See, when you are in your sixth standard, you learned about the panchayat system you learned about in your sixth standard. When you went to the seventh standard, one level higher above the panchayat system is the state governments. You learned about the state governments when you were in your seventh standard. So now that you have come to the eighth standard, we learn the next level, the level higher. No problem, Sumit. Just listen to what I'm saying. We will learn the next level, that is about the central government. We will learn about the central government and we'll learn about the parliament, the two houses in parliament. See, the way our parliament is made up is there are two sections. The first section is the house of the people, that is called as the Lok Sabha. Lok means people and Sabha means gathering. So the first level in our central government is the House of the People or the Lok Sabha. And then the second level in our central government is called as the House of the States or the Rajya Sabha. Rajya means states. So House of the States, that is the Rajya Sabha. I'll just repeat it once again. Our central government or the parliament, which we have in Delhi, that stays in the capital of our country, that is Delhi. There are two levels in our central government parliament. The first level is the Lok Sabha or the House of the People. Lok means people, Sabha means gathering. So this is called as Lok Sabha, the House of the People. These people who are there in the Lok Sabha are directly represented or directly elected by the citizens of India. That is why it is called as the Lok Sabha. And then the level above that, we have the Rajya Sabha. Rajya means state, right? It's a Hindi word. Rajya means state. So this is a house of the states, wherein the people who are there in this Rajya Sabha are not directly elected by the citizens, but they are elected by the state governments. The state governments, which you have studied about last year, they are the people in the state governments. They elect the representatives who are going to be sitting in the Rajya Sabha. So the two houses that I have told you about is, can someone repeat what are the two houses in the parliament? Can someone repeat what are the two houses in the parliament just now what I told you? Very good. Absolutely right. Very good. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So I will take this lesson very slowly because this is the first time I think you are learning about these this entire parliament, how it is made. So first, the Lok Sabha. Yes, very good. Everybody is able to recollect Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Very good. So first, the Lok Sabha, that is the house of the people. How are the people in this house? How are they elected? What kind of work do they do? And who is their leader? That is the question that we have to ask ourselves. So first and foremost, to find out how these people are elected, these people, since they are called as the Lok Sabha, means the representatives in the Lok Sabha, they are called as Member of Parliament or MP. MP meaning Member of Parliament because he works in the Lok Sabha, that is why simply he works in the Parliament, that is why they are called as Member of Parliament. Hmm. or Lok Sabha member. These words also are used. If the person is in the Rajya Sabha, then he is called as Rajya Sabha member, member of parliament, but Rajya Sabha member. So that is how the people working over here are recognized. Lok Sabha member, Rajya Sabha member, or member of parliament. Now, the member of parliament in the Lok Sabha or the Lok Sabha MP, this person is directly elected by the citizens of India. And when these elections happen, each and every part of our country is divided into what we call as constituencies. Each and every part of our country is divided into constituencies. There are a number of constituencies in India. I will show you on the screen over here how these constituencies look like, so you will be able to recognize and understand.